It's day 189 of Zohar Pshat, and we're on Chaval Bays with about relationship between Yaakov, Moshe, and Yosef. And Tzaddik in Tzidkas HaTzadik, Siman Reish Chaf Hey, and it's based on an Ishbitzer, the Meir Shiloach in Chelik Aleph, um, uh, Parshas B'Shalach. Um, uh, they were Maschil. By B'Shalach Paro, first one. So the Atzmos Yosef is a remez to Yirah Chet. Etzem of Yosef is Yirah Chet. And obviously Yirah Chet is, it means that there's an Atzmos, an essence, which is transcends the goof, transcends the body, which is material. So therefore, the Atzmos Yosef represents an Atzmos which doesn't require the body, transcends the body, overcame the bodily limitations which normally prevent Yirah Chet from being, or again, impede Yirah Chet. Yirah Chet vanquished the body. So, like this, we have in this Zohar over here, starting 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17 lines at the bottom, Chafal base. See, by Kach Moshe says Moshe Sefer Mai. I Mike Imo. Mike Steve Imo. Why is Imo? El Gufa lo is Davik benukva. The Gufa, in this case Malchus, was not. I'm sorry. In this case, Tiferes. Sorry. Lo is Davik benukva was not able to unite to the nukva, to the feminine, which is Malchus. And is Davik by the bris, without bris, and the bris is Yosef, and that's Yirah Chet. The bris represents Yirah Chet, and you have MS, that's Yaakov, and Torah, which is Moshe, and you have the Guf, the not the Guf, the Nukva, which is David, but he's not mentioned here, which is the idea of the Divrei Rishus, the optional activities. How can Torah impact on the optional activities of this world? Only through Yirah Chet. If there's no Yirah, then Torah is meaningless. So therefore, you have to have the Yirah Chet, which is the Atzmus of Yosef, coming between Torah and Nukva, coming between Torah and Olam Hazeh, which is Malchus. So therefore, Alda Moshe Natal Leila Yosef made. Moshe had to take Yosef with him. Of course, Moshe didn't need Yosef for himself. Moshe was Kula Torah, just like Yaakov was Kula Emes. But how does this Torah translate to Am Yisrael and the rest of us in a way which is positive, despite the fact that we're imperfect? And we can bring all of our Shalom Lishma and all of our Manasla content and all of our negative manifestations into Torah. For that, we have to have Yirah Chet, which is cleansing, which removes all the dross, all the chaymer. So that you can't, Moshe had to take Atzmos Yosef with him in order to make sure that something which wasn't Kula Torah, something which was of this world, would be able to influence by Torah. And the Gemara says, Torah without Yirah Shemaim is meaningless. It's a Sama Maves. So therefore, you have to have Yosef, Atzmus Yosef, together with the Torah. The Moshe Nathal Yosef came in the Havai May. Shamash Menukva Koyos. Once, if you have Yirah Chet, the Torah can be used to impact on the matters of this world appropriately. Uvikinkach Yaakov Moshe Yosef Kechada Azle. They have to all go together. Yaakov Moshe Yosef, they can't be separated. Yaakomis. Now Yaakov died. The Gufe Aule Ba'ar Kadisha. His body went into Eretz Yisrael whole. Yaakov represents Emes, which is everything in harmony, and therefore his body could go complete into Eretz Yisrael. Yosef, Yosef died. Gufi lois kababara kadisha el gamoy. His body was not buried, so only his bones, and that's his role. His role is to represent the Yirah, which is not connected to the physical. So we have to look at this, working our way up. Yosef is the Yirah Schet. The Yirah Schet is the fear, and it's complete and all encompassing, and it is the essential, a precondition to Torah. A person coming up from the bottom. You're also kodemus also, and that Yirah it can be buried in Eretz Yisrael, but it's not the body. It's not yet having impact on the body. Then you can get to the level of Chachma. The Chachma transcends place and time altogether. It's not at all related to this world, the Torah. Torah is from a completely different sphere of existence. That's why Moshe Rabbeinu is not buried in Eretz Yisrael, not body, not bones, nothing. Transcends this world altogether. But a person who goes from Nukva to Isarusa del Sata, through Yosef, the Yerschet, through Moshe, through Torah, can get to a level where then he can reach Tiferes, which is everything being in harmony and working together. And that's Yaakov who's buried in Eretz Yisrael. So in the order from the bottom up, you have first Yerschet, which relates to this world but negates it. You have Torah, which is beyond this world, elevates beyond this world altogether. And the rashis of that Chachma was Yiras Hashem. You started from Yiras Chet, then you got to the Chachma, and now that Yiras Chet and Chachma, if you go back and you apply it in your day-to-day life, then you can get the Madrega of Yaakov by although Yaakov Sholem. And Yaakov has the Shlemus where he can then use this world properly. So it's a fascinating thing with even though the spheres normally talk about going from the top down. In our Avodah, we go from the bottom up. And we have to start with the Yiras Chet, go to Torah, and then we can go to Tiferes, which harmonizes. In other words, takes the body, which was the raw material, which we had to forsake initially in our avodah by focusing on Yiras and Torah, and then can bring it back together and create the harmony of where the goof, so to speak, is buried in Eretz Yisrael. In other words, we have able to have an impact on our material existence. So that's the again. Yaakov Kadisha Gufa Shlim Beginu Gufa, because he's the goof. He's the goof in after everything is fixed. He's the goof. He's the essence of everything encompassed together. Again, going from the bottom up. Yosef Kamoy Gufi. Yosef his bones and not his body. In the Garmin Inun Chelin Mashayim Dilela, because the bones are the strength and the armor of above. I think the camps of above. The Kulu Nafki Mehu Tzadik, and they all come from that aspect of tzaddik. And the tzaddik, of course, is somebody who fights the chomer of this world. The tzaddik tzvako sikre. And tzaddik is the armies of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Mashirion, of the host of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Because all the hosts and camps on high are generated by the tzaddik. In other words, by his serious nefesh, like Chanina be Kav Cherubim Erev Shabbos, and all Shefa comes to this world through Chanina, through his strength and his restraint. Everybody else can then be able to indulge. So therefore, his bones, his Yirah, which brought down the Shefa, can be brought by very Israel. Moshe Lebar, Moshe outside. He didn't go in. It was not going to go in neither body nor bones. After Moshe died, and this will have to come back to, the Shechina comes into Eretz Yisrael. Okay, well, that will come back to.